Okay.
And
Pills.
Okay.
this is
Won't be long now. Maybe you can.
Richard Herzer, who they put a statue up. This is the statue of Richard Herzer, who was our class president. Here is Gene Wolfout, back from the dead. Everybody thought he died because he doesn't respond to anybody's phone calls, emails, text messages, nothing. Anyway, but he says he's doing all right.
Yep, we're fine.
Good. There's Mike Williamson, Hank Mayberry, and there is Bob Monday, formerly with the Beatles. No, not the Beatles.
Bob Monday and the Who.
The Who. That's right, the Who. And Hank Mayberry was. What band? I've already forgotten. Daybreakers. Jeez.
No senility here.
We have the stairs, which, whether you knew it or not, this is where the guys used to stand.
That's good. Here we are entering
The pit.
the pit. This is Dennis Henny,
Yeah.
class of '69, and he has a 69er, and he has a story to tell about one of his memories.
Yeah, and the thing I see now, some 49 years later after I graduated, was a simple fact that they used to be chairs all around in this pit area where you could sit, and they had classes and teachers down in front. And the biggest disappointment, or the best story I ever had with the pit, was I could sit there in the bottom row, and inevitably somebody on the other side would have a short skirt, and I could see if she was from Ohio or not, because I could see the O. Oh! Wow.
I hope I don't have to edit that.
Well, no,
We
it's
might
legal.
have to edit this.
Because it's the stories that,
Send your video to me, and what I'm going to do is create a new page. Are you recording this?
Videoing us, yeah.
No, I'm not.
he's trying to look up the.
I know somebody. They're going to say, "Hey,
took the
Mike
chairs
Wilson's got a black eye." I'm going to say, "Well, you should see the other guy." I'm going to create a.
Oh, man.
If I get
You know what?
pictures and videos, so that people.
101 with Mr. Glass. Cafeteria where we used to have all our dances.
And we had study hall.
Study hall, you're right. I forgot about study hall. Does it look big or small?
Oh, you're not getting away from me that easily.
Oh, they're running.
And
I'm out of the
This is
video.
amazing.
this is the cafeteria where we used to. What was the name of that? Johnny Marzetti. They used to- oh my God, that was good.
I still crave
That
that.
was so good.
We can make that. That's not hard.
Oh, my mom spent years trying to duplicate that for me. And then we left a dish in the back of the refrigerator once
Yeah.
for a week or two.
And it tasted just
And then
like
I
Johnny
look at
Marzetti.
this. Johnny Marzetti, and it was perfect. You had to leave it in the fridge for like a week.
That breaks
Eat it the day before it got rancid, right?
There you go.
not
You know, they'd
supposed to
scrape
eat
off the
before
mold,
you
I guess. We open windows, you need to look at. No, that don't work, does it? Okay, our class money, when I went and asked for, to buy beer for our class party, graduation party, said no, so we settled on they said they could use a sidewalk because everybody kept cutting the corner. So we said, okay, well, we can use some of the money and put in a sidewalk. But apparently we didn't have enough money left, so they couldn't make it a wide sidewalk. They had this little skinny sidewalk. Somewhere here, they're supposed to have the class of 1970.
Well, but we weren't as wide back then.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's a very interesting story.
Yeah, I'm sure that.
Video. I want women. Okay, this is Jill White and
Diane Camarada.
Don. Oh, Diane Camarada. Wow, and gentlemen,
Dennis Osteen
Dennis Osteen,
and Bill Clark.
and I don't know who that guy is.
Mike Mills.
Okay, he's Mike Mills, and I'm Dennis Henning. Okay. Anything you want to mention about the delicious food here? We already talked about the Johnny Marzetti and how great it was.
Standing in line for hamburgers and french fries. And
Okay.
we were always late for class because you stood in line for so long.
I remember just socializing here. I liked it for sock hops, the last dance.
See, I don't remember that. I don't remember. What were the
Hot dogs and beans.
hot dogs and beans? There you go.
Oh, I always brought my lunch.
Did you? Yeah.
Who was the mean teacher that we had? Because Bill Clark.
Yeah,
How you doing, Mr.
He was
Clark?
horrible.
Yeah, but who was that? That was the mean teacher.
The mean teacher?
Who was the mean teacher? Because Kenny Wolf used to throw pennies at him in study hall.
Yeah, we taught English, and I thought
Cotton.
Yeah.
she was kind of stern. She wasn't mean. but
No, this was a guy.
class like
Well, Don Glass, you didn't take any crap from him.
Nah,
Who was the teacher that was also he was the manager of the baseball?
Bob Greenwell.
Greenwell, you Oh, you did?
2 years on top.
say that again, please.
I said it looks the same except they have a lot less books. But they have a card catalog, which is really kind of archaic.
I hope people don't get motion sickness from watching this video.
No, they'll just figure you got that shake in your hand.
Yeah, I guess Thank you, Dennis.
Oh, not a problem.
That probably transfers.
When you were younger, you really.
Really appreciate the ramps today.
I was 68. I was only here.
Really do. They were at it.
So I came here.
Us old folk.
Yeah.
What they call this one? I don't know.
The
English was
Was a lily pad.
Oh, Mrs. Sproles her class was down there.
Who's the Spanish teacher?
I have no idea. I remember being on the floor, but I didn't know that class was math. All right.
Yeah, Mr.
Latin was up there in the first hall.
Okay,
Now you're starting?
I'm
Where's the
recording.
goalpost?
Recording.
Okay.
Okay, there's the goalpost.
Hey, where? I don't see it.
It's that little
Oh,
white.
I see. Oh, you got the other one down there.
And there's the other goalpost.
Soccer field. I believe.
We were outside, but down on the other
Field
side
hockey
of this.
also.
Building back.
Field hockey. They didn't have soccer.
No.
Anybody remember the typing?
Anybody remember what this area is for?
Guys, tape typing.
Hi, Jane.
Mike, how are you?
Good. Now, you graduated, are you the first class that graduated from this high school? 64. Okay.
What did you run into?
Want to go down the downstairs? The other guy.
This is not what you're
was
thinking,
Oh, okay.
but you should see the other guy.
Okay. You look
Six-
good. You lost some weight.
Yeah, I had to have surgery. I don't want to record that.
You have to go.
And action.
Oh my gosh, they did it!
Come on. Remember they told us we were supposed to get a elevator pass when we were freshmen?
Freshmen?
Well,
They tried to tell us
they
there were
must have had it
elevators.
bricked over all these years or something.
And there it
Yes,
is.
there's an
The
elevator.
infamous elevator.
You can't.
And there's Dennis Henning, the infamous Dennis Henning.
And you put the phone right in front of your face.
Yeah, what was that story again, Jim?
Okay, you can't.
Well, look, all right. I'll tell you in the process of talking to you.
Okay.
Look, so I can't sleep, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm laying in my bed and I'm going. I'm not gonna let those folks come in here and just take any old piece they want. They can't just take any old piece. I'm gonna get.
And this
that
is for
piece-
the Smithsonian.
For the Smithsonian, biggest museum in the world.
Yeah.
I go. I'm not gonna give them just any old thing. Okay, so they get there and they're looking around to figure out what they want. And
Yeah.
In my mind, I'm going, take anything.
Whatever you like.
Take a
I go like this. Shame on you for even thinking about you gonna be telling the Smithsonian what that heck could do. So,
Wow.
good story.
that was big. So I was about ready to retire because I says, man, I can't go no further than that. So I'm sitting in my studio and I'm thinking, I think I'll just retire now because I've made it. So I'm just sitting around, and then all of a sudden this lady says, hey Jimmy, I want to come over and see your work.
Yeah.
And her name is Judy Onison. She's the curator for American art.
I've heard of it. I saw it.
Yeah, she's the curator of American art
Yeah.
at the Cincinnati Art Museum.
Yeah.
Okay, so she says, oh, Jimmy, I'm going to come over. But she says, Jimmy, I want you to know one thing. most of my artists are dead by 100 years.
Oh.
So I said, she must know something I don't know. It's like a dead giveaway. I got one leg in. I got one leg in.
You got one leg in the ground.
So she says to me, Jimmy, she says, "Now look, Jimmy, most of my artists are dead." And I said, Judy, let's. You know something I don't know. I don't think I'm dead. So she says, okay. So she comes over, she looks at my work and everything. And then she leaves. And then she calls me about 2 weeks later and she says, well, we looked at your work. I looked at your work, I took some pictures, and I showed them to my boss. And I said, your boss? I don't know who their boss is. So she says, my boss is David Kitchens. He's the director of the Cincinnati Art Museum, and he wants to come over and see your art. He wants to come over and see your art. So I says, well, sure. But she says, tomorrow. Now, I don't even know about an art studio. My studio is messier than hell. He says, but I only got like a couple minutes because I'm taking a trip over to the Middle East or someplace to pick up some art and stuff. So I only got like a half an hour at the most. I said, I don't even get started for a half an hour. And so I says, no, thank you. And he says, well, I'll come back as soon as I get back from my trip. Okay? He says, I'll come back. So I can't sleep for a whole month. Because he never said what day he's going to come back.
Yeah, we rove it there.
So I can't even sleep, waiting for him to come.
Yeah, we're just going through. Yeah.
So finally they did.
Okay.
Indeed, make it over and sit down and look at all my artwork. He didn't make me any promises. He just left me his business card and he stamped it in my hand. Like that. Well, no, he stamped it on the table.
Yeah.
And I told nobody to move that card. I'm still a kid of my generation. I'm still a kid, man. I might look old.
Have you been down to the art room yet?
Not yet.
I've been in there and it actually
looks
the same except there's less piles. And Mr. Lurky, remember he always had piles of stuff all over.
Anyway. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
There you go. Okay. All right. Well, it's recorded, so you have to stick to it.
That's kind of good.
Action.
Okay, room 108, I don't know if it was room, yeah, I guess it must have been room 108 back then. This is the beginnings where Willie Weber started his training to become the most famous garage door stamp.
He started his training?
Started his training here.
What, the bookstore?
Are we putting together a little movie?
Yeah.
It looks like.
This is what the business people went.
Oh, business people.
Oh, okay.
DECA? What's it, DECA?
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
Distributed education.
Yeah.
My husband was in.
This is the famous window that Tim Callahan stood in when they took the picture for the yearbook.
Wow.
Mike.
Ed Warsham.
How are you, buddy?
Good.
No, I never got swatched down here, but my locker room was right down here, right next
Wow,
to,
that
right next
is.
to Dave Woods. I wonder if I could still find that locker.
And this, your daughter's name
My
is?
daughter is Laura. She didn't go to. She wasn't born when we went to school.
Yeah,
No way.
I believe it.
Oh, man.
Any memorable experiences you'd like to share with all 750 people that are?
All three people.
Oh, all three people.
When we were freshmen, you, me, Rich, probably Yao or Callahan used to sit in that very first room. We should come in on the left and sit on the register and talk about cars.
No kidding.
Do you remember that?
I don't.
Oh,
that was the one thing I don't remember.
Wow, that is one thing you don't remember, because you remember everything else.
I thought I
Great
remembered.
memories. Great memories.
See, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a real
Great
good one.
memories.
Cool bean.
Now, recording. And this is
My name is William Moline. I was Bill back in high school.
class of
Class of
68. And your lovely.
My beautiful wife, Mary Jo, is not a Green Hills alumni, but she's Minnesotan, native Minnesotan.
Minnesotan. Okay. And do you have any special memories you'd like to share that are not dirty or?
I have a
Just
couple.
kidding.
Number one would be all the lovely young ladies in our class and other classes in the high school. And the second one would be our senior year. The basketball team had a fantastic season and was very exciting. We were a small high school, so we didn't have a large pool to draw athletes from, and so we lost a lot of games in football and other sports, but that senior year, the basketball team was fantastic. And games were exciting to attend, and we went into the postseason and beat Middletown, which was the number 2 school in the state. We lost the next game, but that was.
And Kent Johnson,
was
yes,
the center and
yeah,
the big star.
right, right.
And he was recruited by LSU for college basketball and played some with Pistol Pete Maravich. I understand he was injured and didn't have a long career there, but that was cool.
Great story. Thank you, Ed.
Come on in, Mike. This is where Mr. Larkey. This is also where we worked on the yearbook. When I was on the yearbook, I spent a lot of time in this room. Really did.
Okay.
We're going into the band room and the chorus room. Here we go. Oh, there's Mr. Jones again. Keep going.
And there is Jimmy Jones. He's everywhere.
And there's where we would
This is
learn
the
our
choir room,
concert songs.
You should have got Larry while he was playing the piano.
Who? Larry who?
Larry Jones.
Oh, your son. He plays
Are you
piano.
gonna see if you can get backstage?
Well,
I was, yeah.
come on, Larry. You.
Oh, we can go backstage.
Can you go backstage? Watch the doors lock on you.
Let's leave him in there.
Then we'll go down the steps and go out the auditorium.
Oh, can you go down the steps here?
Here we go. Backstage.
Wow. Might be too dark. I don't know how well this is gonna.
Mrs.
It was Miss
Sproles,
Sproles, right?
Okay.
She was tiny, wasn't
Round the auditorium.
She was.
On the side. Very small class.
Yes.
Hello. Knock, knock. Anybody here? Anyway, what'd you say? This is where you learn how to
diagram sentences
everything?
and
I
direct
remember
objects and
having to do a
indirect
haiku
objects. I
and not
remember
really
that.
catching on to the whole concept. And of course, everybody, we had all the smart people in that class.
It is
I don't know why I
actually,
was there,
it is
but-
actually where I did learn about how to pick out a direct and indirect object. I couldn't tell you now, but I could
She was
then.
such a good teacher.
Did you have
we had a.
presentation?
I don't remember.
See, we did the presentation.
I did that. I
Okay.
taught everybody how to fart with their hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You outdid
That was-
me.
yeah.
I did how to make pudding, which she remembers like 10 years later. And I'll tell you how I know. I was at a bar or someplace, a dance or something, and I thought, there's a pretty lady, person. And so I approached her and we danced and blah, blah, blah. And one thing came to another. All of a sudden it hit me. Oh, you're from Green. Oh, you're Miss Sproles.
Ooh.
And she goes, yeah, what? Oh, you're the pudding guy. I did
The pudding guy.
presentation on how to make pudding.
No, that was
but
Bill
it didn't-
Cosby.
It didn't solidify, and my time was up, okay? And so I drank it. And she
Oh my
still
God.
remembers that to this day.
Wow.
So it was instant pudding.
It was instant pudding,
Yes.
but it didn't solidify in the time frame. That's my story. I'm sticking to it.
Oh,
Now-
such
now what's
memories
your
of Miss
story?
Sproul. Well, I just had
Go
a big
ahead.
crush on her. That's all.
Oh, yeah, she was-
Yeah.
She
I stalked her.
You stalked her.
I tracked her down. She lived in Forest Park Apartments.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, creepy.
Yeah, she had a
Is Bobby Lewis in his yellow Chevelle came through here during prime time. He was supposed to be in school. Went up on the curb to pick up some girl. It might have been Becky. I don't know. Okay, and then did a burn.
Becky who?
Becky Wade, I think her name was.
Well, there was a Becky Purvis
Oh
too.
no, I think it was. It could be wrong. Could be wrong about that. Anyway, did a burnout. So, and Casper Vanderham
Right.
had the exact same car almost.
Yeah.
And so he's the one that got in trouble.
Ah.
Bob Lewis never got in trouble for it. Enough. The story. Yeah, I'm from this auditorium. Where
No,
we
not
had-
an auditorium,
where
a
we had junior
gymnasium.
prom, right?
Gymnasium.
Gymnasium. What did I say?
Auditorium.
Auditorium. That was across the street. You know, my age. What can I say?
Yes, this
Looks
is where
bigger.
you'd have prom.
Looks bigger.
You guys want to be? You want to be in this? You don't? You want to be a recorder?
I didn't go to Green Hills.
Yes. No.
Any
Maybe.
stories?
Nobody invited me.
Underneath the bleachers.
All right, I'm moving your way. So,
Saying how big
and this is
It does not.
Oh,
you think it looks?
Jim Woods, Chris Woods.
class
Yeah, I
of.
do
Peggy
too.
Woods somewhere.
Okay.
Too. I don't know.
I'm 71, Chris is 68.
Okay.
My
Of
sister
course,
was
they used to have
68.
the curtain up so
That's right.
the girls were over
Yes.
here.
Still there.
I remember senior year, we all made our gym class the last event of the day with Shoney, and we'd all line up for roll call, and we'd always pick one guy to stay, and the other ones would take off. So it was Bob Lewis the one time. Bob Lewis was in the middle of the pack, but he'd go up where C was for Callahan. He'd go, here, and then he'd walk back down while Shoney was clipping off his thing. And he'd walk in, Bob Lewis, here. And he'd come down and he'd, all the guys, Warsham, here. Oh.
You can go in the locker room if you want.
Oh. Let's go do the locker room.
Are you a Hersey?
I am.
Yeah, Jim Woods.
Yeah. The office, yeah.
We're in the office.
I remember this was Mr. Wellman's. Dr. Wellman? Mr. Wellman?
I don't remember.
Maxie's dad.
Yeah. His office.
Maxie was in our class. And I had to go in here to cut a deal where I had to give up our beer money for the sidewalk.
The
So
sidewalk?
back,
What sidewalk?
oh, you have to watch the video.
Okay.
It's out the window there. And somewhere in here, I had to spend some time with Billingsley, and I think he was.
Well, this looks like a conference room now.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Administration. That's it.
Where they go over all those IEPs.
That's it.
No, keep going.
I don't remember. I think that these were the
Counselors.
Counselors and.
Here's the
Oh, wait a minute.
principal.
The
This
what?
is the principal's office.
Is it?
Now.
Oh, yeah, okay. Lori Burns. School
Another
psychologist.
conference room. Restroom.
One more, if we can, if there is such a thing anymore. Nurse's office. Remember nurse's office? I forget who's across the street. But where was the
Here's a assistant
counselor office that Tim's mom used to counsel
It's
us?
got to be one of these.
I thought it was out front. You could reach it from the hallway, so it might have been this one.
Well, this is
the
a
nurse.
this is a counselor.
Yeah, but it used to have a door to the main hall.
There, this is
one.
probably
This was
hers.
the counselor's office.
Now, this is something interesting.
Is it?
Never shake a baby. That's interesting sign to put up for
For
high school
well,
students.
it kind of goes
Well,
along
it's
with
not
how to
high
wash
school.
your hands.
It's even
you know?
it's sadder because it's
Middle school. That's right. It's middle school.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Wow.
Look at the cabinet. That must be original.
Oh man, that is true.
Yeah.
All right. Well, signing off.
Yeah.